For decades, the search for alien life has followed the same pattern. A strange signal appears, headlines explode, scientists investigate, and eventually, it turns out to be nothing. Another false alarm, another mystery explained. But this time feels different, because a planet 124 light-years away may have revealed something scientists have spent generations searching for. Not a spacecraft, not a radio message, not a blurry image. A molecule. One that here on Earth has an unsettling connection. Life. And now scientists are asking a question that sounds like science fiction. Did the James Webb Space Telescope just detect one of the strongest signs of alien life ever found? For as long as humans have looked toward the stars, we've wondered whether Earth is unique, not just among planets, but in existence itself. Because when you really think about the numbers, the silence becomes difficult to understand. Our galaxy alone contains hundreds of billions of stars. Scientists estimate there may be hundreds of billions of galaxies across the observable universe. Around many of those stars are planets. Some large, some small, some frozen, some scorched, some possibly similar to Earth. The numbers become almost absurd. There may be more planets in the universe than grains of sand across every beach on Earth. And yet, despite all of that possibility, humanity has never found definitive evidence that life exists anywhere else. No confirmed signals, no alien artifacts, no transmissions, no visitors, just silence. Until now, or at least, possibly. The planet at the center of this story is called K2-18b. Not exactly a memorable name, not the kind of name that sounds historic, but it may someday become one. K2-18b orbits a red dwarf star roughly 124 light-years away in the constellation Leo. It was originally discovered in 2015. At first, it looked like just another exoplanet among thousands. Interesting, but not revolutionary. Then astronomers noticed something important. K2-18b exists inside its star's habitable zone, sometimes called the Goldilocks zone. Not too hot, not too cold, just the range where liquid water might exist. And liquid water matters, because on Earth, water appears connected to every form of life we know. Where scientists find water, they usually become interested, very interested. But simply existing in a habitable zone doesn't mean a planet contains life. Mars sits near the edge of our own habitable conditions. Venus may once have had oceans. Habitability alone proves very little. Scientists needed more, and that's where James Webb enters the story. Because Webb was built to do something extraordinary. It doesn't just take pictures, it reads light. And hidden inside light are fingerprints, chemical fingerprints. When starlight passes through a planet's atmosphere, molecules absorb specific wavelengths. Different chemicals leave behind different patterns, tiny distortions, tiny clues, signals hidden inside the light itself. Using spectroscopy, astronomers can reconstruct the chemistry of worlds hundreds of trillions of miles away. Think about that for a moment. Humanity built a machine capable of studying the atmosphere of planets we cannot physically reach. Planets so distant that traveling there with current technology would take millions of years. And somehow, we can still examine what may be floating in their skies. That is almost unbelievable. When James Webb observed K2-18b, researchers found evidence of carbon dioxide and methane. Interesting discoveries, but not shocking. Scientists have found those molecules elsewhere. Then came something unexpected. Hints of a molecule called dimethyl sulfide, DMS. And suddenly, the conversation changed. Because here on Earth, dimethyl sulfide has a very strange origin. Nearly all known DMS in Earth's atmosphere comes from life, mostly tiny marine organisms, plankton, biological activity, living systems. That doesn't automatically mean aliens, and scientists are being extremely cautious because extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. This is not confirmation, not proof, not a discovery of alien organisms, not even close. The signal remains under active study. Researchers continue analyzing the data. Some scientists question the confidence level. Others propose entirely non-biological explanations. unknown chemistry, atmospheric processes, interactions we don't yet understand. And they may be right. Science is filled with false alarms. Signals disappear, interpretations change. History contains many discoveries that looked world-changing, right before they collapsed under further investigation. But even with all that caution, something about this moment feels different. Because we are no longer talking only about whether a planet could support life. We may be discussing signs connected to life itself. And then things become even stranger. Because K2-18b may not resemble Earth at all. Some researchers believe it may belong to a proposed category called a Hycean world. Hycean worlds are unlike anything in our solar system. Imagine planets larger than Earth, covered almost entirely by enormous oceans, wrapped beneath thick hydrogen atmospheres. No continents, no mountain ranges, no familiar landscapes, only endless planetary seas. Imagine standing there. No land in sight, no shoreline, no trees, no cities, only water beneath an alien sky. If life exists there, it may not resemble anything humanity expects, because evolution follows environments, and alien environments create alien possibilities. Life elsewhere may not simply be Earth with different creatures. It may be something genuinely unfamiliar, something biology on Earth never attempted, something difficult to even imagine. There is another reason discoveries like this matter, because finding simple life may create a much larger question. If microbial life forms easily, then what happens over billions of years? On Earth, simple organisms eventually became oceans, forests, animals, civilizations. Intelligence emerged, technology emerged, questions emerged. If biology happened here and happened elsewhere, then intelligence may not be unique either, and suddenly the universe feels different, smaller, stranger, less empty. Somewhere right now, another civilization may be looking upward from an unfamiliar world, watching stars move overhead, building telescopes, asking questions, wondering whether they are alone, searching for signals, listening, waiting, asking the same question humanity has asked for thousands of years: are we alone? And after centuries of searching, humanity may finally be approaching a moment unlike anything in our history. Not certainty, not confirmation, not proof, just possibility, and sometimes possibility changes everything.